Okay, here we go. We've got some fun stuff for you today here. Let's go. This is the Recon Ride for this race that you can see here. Country to coastal. I'm going to turn this on here. We're good to go. So country to coastal. This is taking place on Tuesday night. And so what OTR does here is they put on a nice Recon Ride. So we're going to be doing that Recon Ride tonight. This is the one on Tuesday, but it's identical for tonight. So we're going to be doing country to coastal. So we'll go through the light part of Umazi and all that kind of good stuff. It is 33.5 kilometers long. And this is kind of what it's going to look like today for you guys. So, you know what? There's a better one. Starting in about 55 seconds. This is kind of what we have to deal with here. See if we can get going on the chat here.
Well, you can always leave the ride at that point, because the ride will still continue, whether there's a fence on or not. So, the only way to avoid the hill tonight would be to leave the ride when we get to it.
Just I'll deal with it.
Okay. I can't change the ride now. 23 seconds.
Don't worry about it.
Actually,
it was just a question for satisfy a curiosity.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Quite a few people on Discord here.
There we go.
Hopefully Jen's here. And usually Jen types her tips, and I think in the, yep, there she goes.
Yeah.
I'm the knucklehead on the GT bike. Whoops.
Well, I'll tell you, if you could try and swap it now, would probably be your best bet.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, right here is at 11%. That's probably the worst part of this climb. It's also where the finish is. You just saw that banner we went under. You have to go all the way around and back. Hey, Waffles, can you mute your mic?
Should I want my mic? Oh, mic? Mute it?
Yeah, if you could mute it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so here we go. We're on the ride now. And here, let's have a look here. So yeah, it really does start with a steep climb, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's still more climbing to do. You got to go up this way. You got to go past that claw that's on the left-hand side. So probably during the race tomorrow, this one's going to stretch out quite a bit in here.
This is almost like a two-part climb. So you have the initial sharp part at the beginning, and then right where you saw like the road that goes back towards Castle, it plans out for a bit, and then you get the spiral push right to the top. And it's just right by the village.
Yeah, so there's what she's talking about there. So we are 0.7 kilometers in.
For those of you that
does
don't know
kind of plateau around
Jen,
1.2.
Also our cartoonist. So if you haven't seen her cartoons, you definitely got to check those out.
I would say map maker.
No, you're cut out at the end there, David. The last word.
I think you said cartographer.
Gotcha.
Map maker, Jordan.
extraordinaire. I think he's dead.
So yeah, this is going to be. I'm just trying to think how this is going to pan out for us on a race day. So yeah, I mean, the Zwift race has already started out super bonkers. So to start with a 1 kilometer climb here.
Bike choice on this one, you probably want to go with your best aero setup.
Yeah.
Pinarello's a good choice with the disc. You don't have the Pinarello, the felt or the Specialized S-Works are about equally as fast. The Pinarello might have a slight edge on the climb, but overall distance on this course could probably be all fairly similar. Not so sure I'd go with the Tron on this, but some people like the Tron.
Yeah. So Tron's not a great drafter, right? That's the issue with the Tron. So, yeah. The village sprint, which is essentially the top of this climb, starts in 400 meters. So,
This crowd tonight, Jen, 76 riders.
so here's where it ends. Where it ends, but you know what I mean. Before it gets a little less nuts. We've got the beacon back here. Yeah. Yeah, Max has given us all the
So the
secrets here. You
power-ups
see.
on this tomorrow, random?
That's a good question. I don't think we'll know until we see some of the races tomorrow. Oh,
Just 33%, 33% chance.
Okay.
Yeah, equal
Okay.
chance of each one.
Oh, there's Bradford. Hey, Bradford. Welcome.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me, guys.
You got the stream working tonight?
I do. Yeah, that's how I was just checking to see what the power-up situation was going to be.
Okay. So I won't give away any of our trade secrets, especially for
How it,
America's West B1. But we do have 3 teams in there, Bradford,
yeah, I
and they
know.
all want to be on your video. So
Oh,
we're
yeah?
going to be globbing around you as much as possible tomorrow during that race. So
Fantastic.
our strategy is just to get plenty of camera time.
That shouldn't be a problem if you guys are near the back of the race like me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just here gathering intel, boys. Just here gathering intel.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
We all agreed before you came on that we were going to give you bad advice tonight. So that was the whole time.
There's no power-ups at all. Like,
No power-ups.
yeah.
Coast on the uphill section. Use
Advantage goes to the steel bike. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And make sure you pass that to your whole dirt community. So we all get that precious intel.
I'll pass the message for sure.
Bradford, we've been watching some of your videos, and they just I think you got to work on the ending. The end of your video a little bit.
Yeah.
So they just stop.
I know.
You kind of almost need like a isolation video.
You know what it is? Yeah, we need someone to recap it. You know what it is? I stop it because that's when we start trash talking the other teams, Max. You know what it is? So.
Yeah. Yeah, or just something that says, "Hey, thanks for watching, everybody.
Like and
good
subscribe."
Luck in the races.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, subscribe. Yeah, throw all that junk at the end.
All that junk. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, I'm past the fence. Hold on.
Oh, zap them.
Got to come back here.
Jen.
Hold on. There we go.
Let's get that on video.
These dirt guys never follow the rules, you know?
No, they're shady bunch for sure.
Yeah.
Guys like yourself, Dan Ceramito. I'm saying his name wrong, I know, but Dan's another guy that.
Yeah, he's strong. He's an A now. He's not even racing with us anymore. He's moved up to A now. Yeah.
Chuck Norris guy.
Chuck
Rainey's
Norris is a
another
beast.
one.
Ooh.
They're
Yeah,
all
these guys are-
troublemakers.
Yeah. All these guys are strong. They're all moved up to A except me. I'm still straggling back in B here.
Yeah.
B's the place to be.
Yeah, you know what? I agree.
I'll tell you one thing. Everybody in our division is really happy that they got promoted. So congratulations to all of them. Keep it up. Enjoy being in A this season.
It's a nice turnout tonight, guys. Wow, 77 riders. This is well done.
Well, that's because Jen's leading.
Yeah.
And Jen leads. There's
sure.
a big crowd that shows up. Yep.
Yeah, she's giving all the good strategy here.
To the other channel and invite those folks over. Good. Okay. Good.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause it for a second. So this,
Hey, Brian.
I think the race on Tuesday is going to blow up well before this, right? So you can see the end of this downhill. We still have another 2.8 kilometers of country sprint starts. That's right at the end of this downhill here.
When I'm mute.
Bengals, Commanders.
Okay.
Quick one. Again, Tuesday's not a points race, it's a scratch race, so we just have to do the best we can, and here's where I feel like...
Hopefully none of you guys are in front of the fence. One's about to get zapped. Yeah, so there's not very much going on with the course up until about like 12K. It's like most downhill.
Yeah.
So just get a chance to catch your breath after that initial climb. So even though it is a hard 3 to 4 minutes out of the gate, you do have a long time to send the draft, recover, and get ready for the rest of the race.
Yep. So we're going to have a little dip up here in just a second, but essentially, yeah, another 1.8 kilometers of downhill.
For tonight's recon, I know we end at the sprint. Do you have the distance on that? What is 20.6? I think 20.7.
Yeah, I'd say 20.7 is where the banner is.
Okay. Are you gonna maybe lift the fence when we get to the bottom of the Shista?
Well, if you make me.
No, I mean it's up to you.
I'm joking. I will. I know that people like to kind of sprint at the end, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at 6 kilometers here, and you can see there's that little bump up. Let's go to the big screen here.
So there's that like little climb, like as we head into this village. If you're a little off the back, if you sprint that like little climb, you can get back into the group. And as we exit this village, it's going to be a steep downhill. Come up to a sprint in 1.2 kilometers.
This is a scratch point from the sprints.
It's
Yes,
a scratch
sir.
race. It's just you pick up that power up at each banner.
Yeah, but no point for first to cross or fast through.
Nope.
No.
It all comes down to the ending.
Yeah.
And every point counts too, so can't stress how important it is to make sure you have 6 riders starting in the pen. Right, Bradford? 6
Oh,
actually
you
start
got
the
it.
race?
That's the plan. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if I don't crash this week, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. That's the plan. I think we might even have 6 as our best case scenario this week. We're looking more like 4 again. Slim Pickens out there, Max.
What
OTR
would be your
snapped up
worst
all the
case?
riders, I think.
Yeah, well, come join us, hey?
That's treason talk on a live stream.
It's an OTR ride. We're just being friendly. That's all it is. We're not gonna poach any riders.
Just
We're
friendly
not gonna
neighborhood
start any
OTR.
trouble. That's right.
Oh, just a bit ahead here. I'm gonna slow down.
What's Zwift doing up there, Jen?
Bit strung out.
Going a lot faster than I am, that's for sure. I think we're
Got a
catching
few in
in.
front of the fence.
Hello, Jen. Again. Oops. Let's get back on side here. On the flats. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, there you go. There we go.
Catching.
There you go. Okay,
There's
so
like a
sprint
few small bumps
reverse.
coming up. One at 9.2, one at 10, one at 12. Nothing that you have to worry about. They're really short, like 5-10 seconds. Something you can maybe use different muscles.
So we've got the guys that sprint reverse. So it just kind of tells us that the end of the climb is in 11.5 kilometers, so it doesn't tell us too much.
It's one of those courses where somebody, I wonder if somebody might try to get away and build a little bit of a lead. One of the heavier riders. Try to push it. Like that
I want to
Bartlett
see
guy
who
from
goes for
Missouri.
it right off the bat. That's what I
I
want to
think
see.
it's going to be my money's on Bartlett. Bartlett's
Yeah,
going to go
he's
for it.
pretty strong. Is he still a beat? Yeah, he's a beat. Yeah, okay. Because it really, the climbing stops at, 1.2, 1.3. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, that's... Oof. And Zwift races already start pretty nuts, so...
It's like a course that suits like Kevin Norris really good. I could just see him burning off the front,
Yeah, I can see that too.
not looking back.
So there we are, little riser here. It's kind of flat for the next little bit, and then we have another descent. So really a lot of descending here. Not too much climbing. So in big groups, you'll hit some pretty
I
big
just
speeds here.
by mistake. Apologies if that was any of you guys.
So what I missed there, what's the emphasis on the re in front of everything?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
That's definitely some OTR race lingo. Lots of people in the chat today.
RE stands for Red Pack.
What's that?
RE stands for Red Pack. It's a code word.
Yeah, exactly.
If we say go RE, that means go after Red Pack.
Never
Drop
let
RE
the enemy
means
know.
drop Red RE.
Okay, so a little dirt bit here.
We'll focus on a couple general tips, no secret, but good reminders. Make sure everything's working tonight before you sign off. If you're in a division that has multiple teams, make sure you got the right jersey, you got the right bike, and you have your name tag with your team. So if you're riding for TWSS, make sure it says OTR, open parenthesis, TWSS, close parenthesis. That'll make sure that all the teams know that which team that you're riding with. So if there is any problems with jerseys or confusion, we can go back to Zwift and say, or WTRL and say, yep, you're all tagged properly, all have the same jerseys, should be no issues.
So coming along here, let's see exactly where the descent starts. Actually, we can check right here, exactly at 13 kilometers. So we've got
This one too, it's going to be real important you get a good warm up in, especially with a hot start.
yeah, it's true.
You can enter the pen 30 minutes before your start time, reserve your spot, quit the event, go do your ride, and then come back to your event. And I'd recommend that if you're going to do something like that, at least do it with maybe 5 to 10 minutes before start, and then just finish your warm-up spin in the pen so that you're not trying to jump a world or jump to a ride with minutes to go.
And Coco is on this same route today and tomorrow. So would be a good place to do that warm-up.
So Coco's on the route. That must mean that this is the in-world selection, right?
All right, so just FYI, we're going to see 2 sharp U-turns coming up. This is where you want to use your tether on the way up.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you where your tether should be dropped.
What are we on? Yeah, we're on 3.3% right now.
So obviously when we're coming up, we're going to be seeing it in the opposite direction. So just pay attention to the gradient. Around this corner, it's going to go negative.
Yeah,
Recommending
so
that for
downhill
the
here.
return trip, Jen?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Another
If
thing
you have a
people are
feather,
talking...
you want to save it for Shisha climb.
Got it.
So here's negative gradient. When we're coming out, like back towards country, this will be all uphill, obviously. And pretty soon you'll see a wooden bridge. You want to drop the feather after crossing this bridge. It'll be about 30 seconds, and it should expire as soon as you get around that corner.
On the return trip,
Why?
if you're coming back, you have the opportunity to get a double power or like back-to-back power-ups. So if you hold on to your power-up before that last banner, before the final, and you use it there, then at that about 450 meters from the finish, there's another banner that will give you another power up.
So Max,
So-
here's the other part where it gets negative. So watch the gradient. This is where the second place where you can use your feather. It's going to pitch to 5%. So they're coming back up. There's only two parts where the gradient gets up to 5-6%. The rest is all kind of in a 3-4% range. This would be
Arrow
another
drop.
place you want to use feather, especially if you're just dangling off the back. Once you're up this little climb, you have that little section where it's flattish before we see that other sharp U-turn.
So Jen, if you're isolated by yourself and the power up's not going to really do you much of any good, does it make sense to hold on to it till the end, right before the banner? I should say the banner
It
before the
depends
finish
on, like,
banner.
who's a hitter behind you. Because even like having a double power up thing, I know that's kind of big craze and that like kind of the thing all the young kids are doing. But if there's no one like anywhere near you, use a feather when you need it. This is going to be a 4-minute climb for A, up to 6 minutes for D. So when you get to up towards that double power up banner, that climb there is about 30 seconds. And then you're like 40 to 60 seconds from the finish line at that point. So kind of gauge your effort. I would suggest probably using a power up here just because it is such a long climb.
Going back the other way, what's the distance of this first climb out of the water section here?
It's about 2.6 kilometers.
Okay. The total distance, I think, is about 6K because there's some flat section in between, right? Something like that. I know I'm not looking at your map. I should be looking at your drawing, but
So the actual climb itself on the way out is 26.6 to 29.2. So that's exactly 2.6 kilometers, including that short break.
That's it.
But then once you get past that 29.2 mark, there's a few small rollers, but they're pretty short.
I guess what I was trying to figure out was after you go over up and down the sprint, you're kind of at sea level, right? So you're down by the ocean there. You go across this, the sand, and you go past that last, like that seaside sprint banner. So I would call that sea level. From sea level to finish, what are we looking at for distance there?
Okay, so once we get into this island, we're 400 meters away from a short climb. We're going to kind of enter the woods, jungle, whatever you want to call this. In a mini map, you're going to see a very sharp left-hand corner. That's the start of the climb. It's going to be about 20 to 25 seconds.
I think maybe I'm not asking my question, but I'll see if I can figure it out here, looking at the profile of the race map. Okay, so the total distance is 33.5, and it looks like it starts at about 26 kilometers. You go from sea level to the finish line. So that's going to be about 7.5K. So once we leave the section and start climbing, 7.5K to the finish line. So I was trying to ask, but wasn't doing a very good job at asking. So once we get to the sprint, there's probably about 13 kilometers that we're not covering on this recon. Feel free to ride it if you like. I'm sure some people will stick around. So we were just going to cover basically the first 21K of it.
Okay,
back to you,
that makes
Jen.
so much more sense now because I'm looking at the country to coastal route, and then I'm looking that there's only 4K left. Okay, got it.
The last 6-7K, it's a lot of climbing.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fun.
It will be on Tuesday.
Yeah. The group is really cruising. I'm already almost 3 minutes behind.
And Coco is just getting out of village onsen. So when this ride will end, she'll get back at the top, almost. Unless you wait. Personally, I think I will jump. One more free descent.
Here we go.
Jay, coffee is closed, Bradford. You can't use your coffee now.
Oh, nice.
I know you're kind of thinking about it, but
You know what?
maybe you still can. Oh, the late ride, the late join is closed. And we finished up with 83 total riders.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
a
Ride report
fantastic
is
turnout.
done.
Where's the fire?
Andy, I didn't even see you back there.
Yeah, you just went by me.
I wasn't looking. Well, jump on board.
I'm trying.
All right, I know people are going to go hard up the climb, so I'm just going to drop the fence there and just take it off. So up in the distance, you'll see a bridge coming up. That's the notification that the climb's about to begin. It ends on the other side of the bridge. You're looking at about 2.5 minutes for A and about 3.5 minutes for D group. The fence is off the rest of the ride. I'm going to continue at the same pace and do the full loop.
Hey, Jen, will this auto navigate us for the whole loop if we just keep riding? Are we going to have to make turns?
Nope. They'll navigate you.
No, I'll continue to stay on here. Like, do you mean like on Discord?
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
I mean on in the game. Are we on the route? We'll stay on it till the end of the route, regardless of the ride ending.
Yes, it'll keep you on course. Yep.
Yeah. I hate having to make turns in game. I never know where I'm going.
Yeah, it can be stressful trying to make big
So
decisions
we got about 1.5
when you're
kilometers
riding,
here.
for sure.
Yes.
So you're letting them know you're dropping the fence. I know you told everybody on Discord.
Fence is already gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Are they off for the races?
Too many hammerheads in this group. I'm not chasing after them. But anyways, if you want to use a feather on this climb, this would be a good place to use it as you're coming around the corkscrew. The climb is essentially one long straight, which we're just about to finish. Around the circly part, there's 2 more little bumps. And then we're across the bridge, and there's 2 more bumps after that. But the little map would be, like the elevation map would be shown during the race. You'll know what to look for at least.
We're going to see Albert Chan rolling up behind you. He's looking for some camera time on this
What's
climb.
that? Alpha Chan? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get him.
Albert
Hold on.
Yeah.
Got him. Beast. 115 beats per minute. Just cruising here. Just cruising.
He's toying with you. Now he's coming around. Look at that.
All right, so coming across this little bridge is like a slight flat area. It's a good chance to be on people's wheels, catch a breather, stay in the grass. There's 2 more short bumps after this, both about 10 seconds each. And the bumps are after this left-hand corner.
You say Johnny Waffles is trying to join the Bradford party here too.
Yeah, I like this.
He's rolling up.
We got
David Williams.
Johnny
David
Waffles.
Williams left far behind. D2
We
coming
got
through.
David ahead of us a little bit. We'll catch up to him. Yeah.
There's a guy from
One
West Coast on his-
landmark for this climb, there's a waterfall in the distance. Once you reach that waterfall, that's where the end of the climb is. And in the map, you'll see kind of like a zigzag. That's where it's spot. You'll pick up your 3rd power-up at the next sprint banner. It's at 20.8 kilometers.
Comes the free-for-all in the last 200 meters.
There you go. Good stuff, guys. Who came in first there? Dan. Woo.
If you want to continue, feel free. Of course, we'll self-navigate for you.
So where Jen is right now, we're trying to go downhill. This is going to be a couple minutes, so you definitely want to be on someone's wheel. It gets quite steep. Like you'll see sections that get to 5-6% downhill. And this descent is 2 parts. So we're on the first part here, it just kind of winds around. flattens out a little bit, and then you're going to have the second part downhill.
I'm kind of stuck out of the way here a bit. I got a group 9 seconds up there. 260. Oh boy. Okay. That's a big group actually. Other group 4. It says I'm in a group of 18 actually. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Got a bit of draft here.
You could call out with those waterfalls, Jen. That's a perfect landmark there. Before the Shista. Sprint.
Yeah, you can see like something to focus on when you're in the red.
Yep.
Something a little calming at least. Okay, so where Jen's at, we're going to be heading towards an island. On this island, there is a short climb, about 30 seconds. It's not steep, but just be aware there might be impact there.
Andy. That's coming after you.
So on the island, you'll see that there's this like sharp right-hand corner. That's where the climb begins, and it goes around that whole like little U-bend.
Jen, did you see what Deb wrote? I will be praying and swearing.
Praying and swearing, yep, sounds about right. Sounds like smack, crackle, pop mode motto.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm not so scared. I'm just going to hide out back here again.
Catching up, Andy?
Not really. I'm just going to kind of cruise in to 20K for me.
Oh, we got to round up, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to 20. I late joined.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they're about 3K ahead of me.
Here, catch up to me. I'm just 6 seconds in front of you.
Yep. All right, damn it.
All right, so we're going to get our fourth power up after we leave this island. That 25.8 kilometer mark. enjoy this park because we're going to be climbing in about 2 kilometers. So about 3 more minutes to try and recover in the draft.
Yeah, so climbing starts, 26 and a half. So
Just thinking back on this recon, it is so important to not get isolated on that first downhill. If you can stay with a group, you really can put distance on riders behind you. If you're by yourself, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's no place really that's good to catch up.
Even a second downhill, Max, from Shisha
Oh yeah.
this year. I just got dropped. Blazing off the back, there's no way I could catch until
Yeah, I think the name of the game is pay attention on the downhills because we can get popped quick. Are you climbing up from sea level yet?
We're getting close to that.
Okay.
So in about 500 meters, we're going to start climbing. This is a stair-step climb, so it's going to change gradient between 4% and 2%, like 12 times. So it's good for punchy riding. It's all draftable, so you do want to stay with the group as much as you can. Expect about 4 minutes for A group, and about 4:45 for B group, 5:15 for C group, and about 6 minutes for the D group.
I think I'm going to punch out, Max.
Are you?
Now
perfect
the
timing.
Yeah.
Why is that?
They're going uphill, that's why. Not
That's
bad climb, still draftable.
Here we go. Fun begins. This is where the race is won, folks.
So for anyone who gets motivated on climbs by looking at elevation instead of distance, we're going to reach the top at 243 meters before it flattens out.
So Bradford, I just want to take a minute and thank you for coming out and videoing. I want to also wish the best of luck to all your dirt subscribers and followers that will be racing in teams tomorrow, except when they line up against OTR.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for the caveat.
Yeah, wait for the
Thanks for having
punchline.
me, guys. I love these rides.
Yep.
The live advice, I love it.
So this climb is also kind of a two-parter. The first part is about 3/4 of the time. You're going to look for those 2 sharp U-turns. 28.4 is where it kind of flattens out for about 30 seconds before you hit the second part of the climb. So if you look at the mini map, you can see those two sharp U-turns in the distance. .6% grade part is really short. You don't need to use a feather here. You can save it unless you're in desperation. And you'll see another sharp 6% coming up soon. Again, very short. Special for that 6%, you see here, it does flatten for a little bit around the corner. Good place to use the feathers at 28.4. You want to go around this U-turn, and you'll see like a little chicane right in front of you.
The helicopter view is pretty cool at this spot.
Guys, you see a little kink in the road there. That's a good place to use a feather. It's going to be about 5% grade on that little corner, and it'll run out when you get to the flat part again. Once you're at that steep section, it's flat for about 30 seconds, and you have the second part of the climb. Get that? Question?
Yeah, Jen, what's your kilometers to go?
Right now I'm at 28.5. It's about 5K, 5.1 left.
Okay, thank you.
So around this corner, we're going to be crossing another bridge, and then the course is going to pitch up again. If you didn't use your feather yet, this would be a second good place to use it. You get like a long flat section after this.
Or this would be a nice escape point. Or attempting something.
For what part?
Breakaway point.
Yeah, anywhere on this
So
climb
he's
would
at
be a good place to break
29.5
away.
here, so he's going to be finishing
People are
up
going to be in
this pretty
Sutterville.
quick.
Remember, it's going to be 4 to 6 minutes on this climb. And there's about 4.3 kilometers remaining in the race once you get to this point. So it's going to be flat for about 2 kilometers. A few small bumps, but like nothing major. So really fighting some of the wheel here.
I'm curious about the climb at the end. See what that's like.
Long of a race will it probably be for the whole groups?
Be 45 minutes.
I think that'll be about it.
Is that Gamer that was asking that?
Matt.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
6 is long.
So you notice there are a few spots here where it does go down to -1%. So it's kind of between the plus -1% here. So if you have the drafter arrow, you can use it like as a lifeline, or you can use it for the double power up, which is coming up at 32.7 is where the climb that banner begins.
Get a little shower here. When you get under that bridge with the top, you have a little mist shower to cool you down.
You got to wipe off your goggles, your glasses.
Yeah, where's that last little push? At like 32.8. Yeah. I'm about 2 under here. Oh yeah, I took off. Hey, look at Thompson. He's 500 meters ahead of me here. Alright, climb starts soon. 32.8, I think we said, eh? There we go.
There we go.
Let's go.
Timed it right, and he takes us all the way to the top of the finish. To the finish line. We'll just copy it on in. I was looking for Bradford, but I couldn't find him on my list. He must have already gone through. I was gonna
No, I got
copy him to the-
700 meters to go here.
okay.
Yeah. Not too far ahead of you guys. What are you guys there? I got 47 seconds on you.
Again, thanks for all the great recon tips tonight. This was a course that, even though it seems like there's not much to it, there's a lot to it.
Yeah, I agree. Good job.
A lot of little nuggets in here. So thanks for pointing all those out to us, and thanks for a great lead tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jan.
I see Bradford reaching out to you at some point, looking to do more collaboration efforts.
Yeah, for sure, man. Are you guys involved with the ladder races at all?
Yeah. One of our riders in TWSS, Josh, he is very involved with that, organizing quite a bit of that.
Nice.
How about you guys? Is Dirt doing that?
I'm doing my first one on Wednesday night. I've never done one before. So yeah, we're playing against EFC.
He's on coffee.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's talking to the camera. That's probably what he's doing.
Can you guys still hear me or no?
Okay, 19 seconds. Come on, Jen. We can do this. 15 seconds. Go, Jen, go.